power, but it's potential power. Action is where the power is, okay? Complacency, ignorance, in other words, people, once they know what to do, they don't do it anyway, right? Why? Excuse-itis. I'm too busy. It's too expensive. It's too hard. I don't have time, okay? It's easier to maintain, this is Kenneth Cooper, MD, it's easier to maintain good health through proper diet, exercise, and emotional balance than to regain it once it's lost. If the doctors of today don't become the nutritionists of tomorrow, then the nutritionists of today will become the doctors of tomorrow. Rockefeller Institute of Medical Research. Thomas Edison, the doctor of the future, will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in proper diet, the care of the human frame, and in the cause and prevention of disease. Okay. Maybe my battery went out. There we go. Well, we went back to the beginning. You know what? I'll tell you, I appreciate you guys so much. We're just going to take 20 seconds right now because I want to teach you something about state. Everybody knows what state they live in, right? Everybody knows what state? But see, there's a state that you have, emotional state. You're either in a resourceful state, an unresourceful state, an energetic state, an excited state, a joyous state, a depressed state, an exhausted state, right? It's a state, and you get to choose it, right? And a lot of times the state you're in will be determined by your physiology. I call it body language, how you use your body, right? When you see someone who's depressed, they're normally slumped over and down. They're not using their facial muscle. But when you see someone who's excited, they're up. So we're going to take a 30-second happy break. Rich, could we do a little happy break?
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Right? Put your hands in the air. Yeah, wave them like you just don't care. But you do care. There you go. All right, good. You feel that? Now take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. If that feels good, say yes. Awesome. Woo, that's glorious. Now see how easy you can change your state. Thank you, Rich. And thank you for being, wow, you guys can dance pretty good. We got to go out dancing. See how quick you can change your state? That's something you control. You can change your state. In another seminar, we're going to teach you what I call ultimate skills of vitality, how to interrupt limiting patterns, how to change them, how to install new states. It's not brainwashing, even though most people need to have their brain washed because it's dirty, right? You need to clean it up. But it's really how do you use your resources and how do you use your body and your physiology for maximum resourcefulness? Because really the key to your success in life is going to be the quality of your thoughts. The key to your success in life is going to be the quality of your communication. Your internal communication with yourself, right? Communication with God, your internal dialogue, you know, that little voice. You know, thinking is nothing but the process of asking and answering questions, if you really get down to it. Just learn to ask a better question. You're constantly thinking. I did some research last night, the Science Institute, all right? Pretty credible. Checked out some of their studies, and basically they say that the average person has 12 to 30,000 thoughts a day. 12 to 30,000 thoughts a day. You can control your thoughts. What are you thinking about? What are you focused on? What are you meditating on? You get a choice. I also looked at another source, and the vitality vocabulary, how important it is. Remember, faith is voice activated, okay? The average person, depending if you're a man or a woman, okay, we won't go there, all right? But the average person speaks anywhere from 5 to 12,000 words a day. I mean, I think I'm pushing 8,000 right now already. Follow what I'm saying? So make your words count, okay? Awesome. Thank you, Rich. Okay, I want to give you a system right now. And first, we're going to have a little movie. Okay, and I want to show just 3 short videos because we're going to go into food in a minute. Okay, but I really want you to understand that a system to me saves you stress, time, energy, and money. And that's when I want to save you time, stress, energy, and money. What I mean by that is I have a system for where to put my keys, because if I don't, I get frustrated because I don't know where they're at. Right? They have a healthcare system, and it's not really a healthcare system, it's a sick care system. But systems are really, really good. In a doctor's office, like Linda does such a great job at Dr. Joel's office, they got a system for everything, and everything runs. It's awesome, okay? And so systems are so important. So I'm going to give you a simple system for your health, remembering your vitality mentality, right? Thoughts you think, you choose them, what you focus on, but then a new you. Okay, we're going to talk about that in just 1 second, but systems are so important. A new you is simply nutrition, exercise, and wisdom, okay? And I'm going to teach it to you in less than 30 minutes. Really, really simple. It's going to be exciting, very simple to follow. I'm going to give you the basic presence, but if you focus on the quality of your nutrition, and I'll explain exactly what that is, on exercise, because motion's so important. Motion is a nutrient, right? Emotion. How many people want to feel good all the time? Say yes. Okay, emotion's created by motion. You just saw it, right? We were all dragging a little bit. I sense going, then we're all, and then all of a sudden happy, right? Just change your body physiology, right? You follow me? Okay, and wisdom. There's so much wisdom, wellness wisdom, and I want to talk about wellness wisdom, some of the things you have to watch out for to defend your right to be well, but really simple wellness wisdom. And you can do all these things, but like for instance, I want to tell you a quick story and then we'll do our videos. A few years ago, I had an issue. I was traveling too much. I was going international. I was preaching at a lot of different places, and I ran myself down. I just really did. And I was running the businesses, and every weekend wasn't taking time off, wasn't resting, was just exhausted, and I hurt my back really bad. I don't even know how I did it, but I was down for like 3 months. I mean, it was bad. And the enemy was speaking to me, it's over for you. You're done. You'll never walk again. Right? And I was going to a lot of doctors who had great intentions, okay? And they were trying to help me, but I was getting, you need surgery. I was getting, you need a CAT scan. I was getting, you need this, you need that. I was up for 9 days. I mean, it was horrible. I didn't have peace about anything. And I literally cried out to God. Should have probably did that first, right? But I cried out to God, and I said, Lord, you got to help me, right? All of a sudden, my sister April, my sister Cynthia, and a whole bunch of them, the whole group of them, called me late at night one night, right? We hadn't talked in maybe months, maybe years we hadn't talked, because I was just running. And they said, hey, since we're supposed to call you, they pray for me, all of them, right? And a prayer, and I feel myself get strengthened, but the pain is still horrible. And they say, when was the last time you saw Dr. Joel? And I think, well, I've been busy. Gosh, I haven't seen Dr. Joel for a couple years. And they say, you're supposed to go see Dr. Joel. Meanwhile, I'm in a really bad place, and this is how gracious God is. And I go, I make it up. I call Linda. She gets me right in. I go and make an appointment. And all the negative prognoses that were spoken over me, you need surgery, you need to go get a CAT scan, this is going on, that's going on, this is happening, had me in a, and he was very professional. He walked in, he spoke the word of God over me. I could see he prayed, and he sat me down, and he did tests to make sure there wasn't any slip disc, so it's not like, he did it, but he just looked me in the eye. It's the power of the word. And he said, your spine will be as strong as iron. And I felt it go through my body. Right? And I'd love to tell you the pain immediately disappeared. It didn't. However, I had hope. He spoke the life and the word into me. And my whole physiology changed. And the pain was still there, and he gave me an adjustment. Do you know, in 1 week, 3 adjustments, gone. Gone. Never to return. Now, it tries to return sometimes, right? Tries to return up here, right? And that's when I got to get my confession in line and speak life, right? That's when I got to say, hey, am I not sleeping right? Am I not doing this? Do I maybe go get a massage? Do I need to relax a little more? But the point of the matter, it tries to come back, but I don't let it, right? And we do have strengths in our body, but we also have weaknesses in certain parts, whether it's genetic or on, and believe me, your lifestyle can overcome genetics almost every time, okay? But the point of the matter is, and it's nothing a virus or something that's outside, it's what's inside that we got to strengthen. The challenge is when you take drugs or you get an acidic body. And we're going to teach you how to alkalize your body. Super, super simple. Because when your body's acidic, you can't process energy. I mean, your cells get all clogged up, and they get all clogged up, and the communication can't go back and forth. So we're going to show you these things. They're going to really be awesome. Rich, if we could do videos, that'd be great. Watch these videos. I know they're not exciting. I'll tell you where I got them, but I mean, I really want to sow this into you that it's not just me saying this.
The epidemic here is worse
We
than
turn the lights
previously
off?
estimated, much worse.
The message that's been pushed on us, it's your fault you're fat.
Shouldn't be so hard to get them to run around and play, right?
They have voracious appetites and they don't exercise enough.
It's about how active our kids are.
Forget about it.
There are 600,000 food items in America. 80% of them have added sugar.
Your brain lights up with sugar just like it does with cocaine or heroin. You're going to become an addict.
You end up with one of the great public health epidemics of our time.
This is the first generation of American children expected to lead shorter lives than their parents.
I am 12 years old and my doctors have said that I am a statistic.
We're blaming willpower, and it's a crime.
Over 95% of all Americans will be overweight or obese in 2 decades.
We're toast as a country. The sugar industry is extraordinarily powerful. They're in business to make money, not to keep America healthy.
What if our whole approach to this epidemic has been dead wrong?
The government is subsidizing the obesity epidemic.
To place private profit ahead of public health. Systematic political failure.
By 2050, 1 out of every 3 Americans will have diabetes.
Those diseases are being driven by sugar.
This is the fundamental problem nobody's talking about in society.
We could cure